The holidays filled with food, fun, and oh yeah, football. It's late November, Thanksgiving week, and that means championship weekend for CIF schools. Championship week started off with the CIF Southern Section Luncheon held at the Grand in Long Beach. Coaches, administrators, players, and the media were all in attendance along with the 28 remaining schools vying for one of the 14 divisional championships. Well, hi everybody, and welcome to this edition of Prep Sports America. I'm Rich Estrella, and today we are going to take a look at the Division 7 finals between Mayfair and El Dorado High Schools. The game is on Saturday at Valencia High School in Placentia, not Valencia. The Mayfair-El Dorado Division 7 matchup may be one of the best of any division. Two well-balanced teams meeting with a lot at stake. We spoke with the players and coaches on both sides. From the sounds of it, they are mirror images. What do you know about Mayfair?
Well, they're obviously a really great team. They made it to the finals just like us, and they're big across the board on their offensive line at least, and they're pretty stout up front too. So they're a great team.
They're a good team. They're in the championship as well as us. I think they're a good team.
They're a very talented team. They have a lot of talent across the board. They're big, fast, athletic, well coached. So it'll be a good game.
They've got a big O-line, but they're going to be good no matter what. They're also in the championship game.
That's right.
We just got to play better than them.
They're a pretty big team, yeah. Obviously they're a good team if they made it this far, so
Sure.
We're going to have to play our best ball, be prepared for whatever comes at us, whatever task.
Yeah, definitely a tough team, good athletes all around. Definitely going to be a tough game, but I think if we prepare how we've been doing in the last couple of weeks, and if we start getting a good game plan going and we all execute, I think it's going to be a good win for us.
They made it this far, so, they're still a really good team, and we just got to be prepared and ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, they're a very good team, but I think that we're going to come out, and I think we're just going to be a dominant team, and because I think that we're all a very collected group. We've been with each other for a long time.
I know they're a pretty balanced team, throwing the ball and running the ball. So, we got to stay on our toes and be on all 10s.
They have a really stout run game. They have really good running backs. They have a really good O-line, big size, stout defense. They're going to be a good matchup.
Hey, hold on, Calvin. It ain't ready yet. Put that back. What are you doing? Put that back. What are you doing? Calvin. Jeremiah Calvin, man. All right, let's talk about your opponent this week. It's El Dorado.
They're a solid team up front. They have playmakers on the line. They're going to be big up front, bigger in the box. But it's another challenge for us. We're excited, to be here in the championship game. We're grateful, but it's time to go to work.
Everybody's optimistic before you play game one, but you guys are here now. Obviously, you guys saw something. But let's talk about the game last week that got you here. Talk a little bit about last week's game, if you would, Coach.
I thought we played really well, offense, defense, special teams wise. Tough place to play at Mayfair High School, and they got a lot of really good players. But we were able to put some things together, get some stops, really played well on the defensive side of the ball, got a few stops, and we were able to get the ball in the hands of our playmakers. Our run game really stepped up, and we were able to escape there with a 31-14 win.
Now let's talk about El Dorado this week. A whole different team now. This team's probably the most balanced team you've probably faced this year. 2,500 yards passing, about 2,400 plus yards rushing. It's a pretty balanced attack. What do you think about El Dorado coming in? I know it's early. I know it's only Monday, but I know you guys have been looking.
Yeah, they're a good football team. They're very well coached. Zach does a really good job with his guys, and they're a big physical football team. And, it'll pose quite a challenge. I like the idea that we are here. We've been playing our best football right now. So we'll see what happens. It'll be an interesting night.
How odd is that you're playing your best football right now? A lot of coaches say, oh, man, I wish we played better last week. But it's good to know that you guys are probably going to give your best game this week.
Yeah, I just think our coaches and our players have bought into the philosophy, the idea of trying to get 1% better every week at what we do in every aspect of the game. And I'm really proud of our effort over the last couple of weeks.
All right, Coach. Well, listen, man, I know it's going to be a great game. I think this will be better or as good as the Division I final, which is always a killer between Bosco and Mater Dei. But looking at all the other games, I think this one will be awesome. You got a very well-balanced team against a team with a lot of speed. Both you guys are physical, and that makes for a great ball game.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting on Saturday night. Looking forward to it.
All right, talking with Coach Zach Lemon. Coach, first of all, congratulations getting to the finals. Been quite some time, since almost 20 years since El Dorado sniffed the finals.
Yeah, 2007 was the last time El Dorado won a CIF championship.
Wow, man, it's fantastic. So talk about your run right now, in particular last week's game, because that seemed to be your toughest game in the playoffs, number one. Number two, tell me how that sets you up for a finals.
We were fortunate enough. I'm a big believer every play counts. We blocked 2 extra points during the game, and the most important one was the second one in double overtime. And hit the crossbar, which made it a little extra exciting. Our team battled. Defense played well all season, really well in the playoffs. Offensively, we struggled, and they played very well in the second half, created 2 turnovers, and put ourselves in a position to tie the game ultimately. And they blocked one of our extra points with 30 seconds left to keep it 16-16. But we persevered and fought through and won double overtime.
Coach, how many times have announcers and coaches alike and fans cringed at that one extra point that got missed, man?
More times than not, and probably the only thing I regret throughout the course of that game is burning the timeout. There's a lot of excitement, scoring with 40, 50 seconds left in the game to tie it, to go 16-16. I probably should use our last timeout just to calm everyone down to kick the extra point, but hindsight, it is what it is. We made it, and We're here having this conversation right now.
Absolutely. Now, Mayfair this week. Coach, I know it's early, I know it's Monday, but I know coaches, head coaches in particular, always have their eye on the opposition everywhere, no matter where they're at. What do you know about Mayfair so far, Coach?
Big, physical, very well coached. They got athletes. I coached against them 1 year. I was at Lakewood as offensive coordinator, and we played Mayfair, and they've always had good size, good athletes. Nothing's changed this year. We're still breaking them down and analyzing what they're doing, but it's going to be a battle for us. But you make it this far, there's going to be battles on both sides of the ball, and just got to limit the mistakes is what it comes down to. Penalties and turnovers and being smart out there, and then hopefully we have taught our kids over the course of the year to make the best decisions out there and not have stupid penalties.
Coach, part of the reason we're highlighting your game too is because I think this will probably be every bit as good as modern day Bosco this year. Those guys always fight to the death in the playoffs. Yeah. But I mean, just the season you both have had, the parallels in terms of the size up front. You have size up front. They have size up front. But I can't pick them apart. This is just going to be a great game, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. Coach Bedell coaches them very well, great man, and excited to see him on Saturday night at our place.
The CIF Southern Section Division 7 Championships Mayfair at El Dorado will be held this Saturday at Valencia High School in Placentia. Kickoff at 7 p.m. Don't miss it. On behalf of Prep Sports America, I'm Rich Estrella.